What's up, y'all? It's your girl Q back at Blessed to Be a Blessing, where we are blessed to be a blessing. Thanks for tuning in tonight for a quick recap of Queens Season 1, Episode 4. So we'll just go ahead and pick up. Last week, Jeff passed away. So sad, y'all. I cried this episode. I did. I cried last week and I cried this episode too. So it basically picked up where it left off with Brianna lying in the bed with Jeff's body. And then she contemplated on whether she should wake the kids up or tell them. She's like, I'm just going to give them that one more night of peace and, peaceful sleep. She just couldn't bring herself to break their hearts that their dad had passed. So she called the coroner. They came and got his body and everything. Real sad. I'm sad to see Ron Rico leave the show. That's my dude. I love me some little Ron Rico. Y'all know he go way back in the day. So, it's sad to see him leave the show. So basically, like probably most grieving widows, she didn't really cry. And so like all of her friends, Jill and Naomi and Valeria, they were kind of concerned, like, she still hadn't cried, but I mean, she had time to cry. She had to get to plan the funeral, get the arrangements done, and just, move forward and getting him, buried and put away nicely and everything. And she did. I guess it was what you call a nice funeral. Jill sang while what's her name? Naomi played her little guitar. So it was nice to hear Jill, which is played by Notori Naughton, to hear Notori sing. I love Notori's voice. She's got a beautiful voice. And if you guys don't know, Notori Naughton, we were first introduced to her from a singing group back in maybe in the early 2000s called 3LW, along with Adrian, I forgot, the girl that's on the reel now, that's married to Israel Houghton, her, and then another girl. Well, anyway, the group broke up. They was hating on her. They was playing that old colorist stuff because she was dark skinned. However, she might have been dark skinned, which is not a bad thing. Okay, people, get over that ignorance. But she had the voice for the group. The rest of them couldn't sing, but she could. So it was a lot of jealousy. So the group broke up. Boom, didn't matter. Then she played Little Kim in the Biggie story. Just trying to get y'all caught up on who Notori is. And of course, if you watch Power on Stars, she plays my girl Tasha St. Patrick. Or Tasha Green, as she goes by now that Ghost is dead. Anyway, so Notori sang. And so that was pretty much what Brianna was dealing with, just trying to get him buried and everything. So y'all, while they was at the funeral, the mistress, which was Jeff's student that he was sleeping with, she shows up because Miss Valeria decides to go to the girl house and tell her that Jeff passed away. Now, Brianna didn't want to tell her nothing because she kept blowing up Jeff's phone like within the last couple of days before he died or whatever. And so Brianna's like, she's been calling like a couple of days, but Jeff said that he had cut it off with her, which I do believe he really did. So the girl didn't know that the man had been diagnosed with cancer, had brain surgery, and died. She knew none of this. So she was blowing him up or whatever. So Valeria takes it upon herself, her messy self, to go on over there and tell the girl. So it turns out the girl breaks down crying. Oh, I was so in love with him. Yeah, whatever, honey. So that was that. But the girl had the nerve to show up at the funeral. Y'all, let me tell you. When I tell you, Brianna was like, let me handle this. Because, Naomi, which is Brandy's character, she like, oh, no, we about to put them hands on her. Brianna's like, let me do it. So she walks towards the girl. She's like, what are you doing here? And she just, dive on the girl, like tackle her. They done fought right there at the church. So they pulled them back. The girls came, pulled them back. And so after Brianna calmed down, she's like, you know what? I really do want to talk to her. I want to talk to her. So they left her in the room to talk to her. And she was like, so what, did you love him? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, okay, why did you love him? So they didn't show what the girl said or whatever. But the next scene, you can hear Brianna just bursting into tears, breaking down, crying, like, I can't believe he's gone. I can't believe he's gone. So the girls run in and they're like, wow, finally she cried, and whatever it was that the little mistress told her, I guess it moved her. And so, because she was having a hard time coming up with words to say, like, she had to write some remarks, and she was having a hard time coming up with it. She felt like, I don't want to sit up here and talk about him like he was a saint, because he wasn't. She's still a little bit bitter about him cheating. She like, now he done set up here and died, done left her with all this mess. And he still gets off scot-free about the whole adulterous affair. So, she's got mixed feelings, as she should. Anybody would in a situation like that. And so, that was that. That was pretty much, what went on with Brianna's story. And then Miss Jill the Thrill. Y'all, Jill, she just so confused. I mean, so confused. And it's so sad because she cheated on her husband with Tina. Then the husband find out that, she comes out on the BET Awards that she's a lesbian. So now she's left the husband so she could be with Tina. Then she turns around and cheats on Tina with the journalist last week. The journalist lady was coming on to her, though. And, she just couldn't help herself. She liked the lady, too. So they ended up sleeping together. Then Tina flies into LA to surprise her. So she's like, oh my God, panicking. So now she's just walking around with all this guilt of her cheating. So she feels like she's just a cheater because she cheated on her husband. Then she turned around and cheated on Tina. So she ended up going to confession to confess to the priest, y'all. It was so funny. The priest on the other side of the little booth that started spitting her rhyme from the BET Awards about coming out and kissing the girl and all that mess. So, he was just like, he got in his feelings, talking about how he wished that he could have lived his life just free to do what he want, but he sacrificed for God to be a priest and all of this. I guess he's feeling like he missed out on life. Whatever, child. I'm pretty sure he ain't missed nothing but a life full of sin, okay? So that was that. Jill ended up confessing to Tina that she cheated. Tina was like, I was wondering when you was going to say, I knew it was something going on with you. Like, it's okay, it's okay. But she did break up with her. She like, yeah, but, I have waited for you this long, and I guess I'll just continue to wait. So she was out. And so now Jill's sitting up looking stupid. She got no man or no woman, okay? So then, Naomi... Oh, honey, this done came out that Eric is the daddy of JoJo. And so Eric wants to tell her, but Naomi's like, don't tell her, let me tell her. So, finally they ended up like after the funeral and all of that, they sat down at a table together and she told them, she told JoJo. So I guess next week we'll see how that's going to unfold because JoJo may feel a way too because here she is, 17 years old, just like the last show. But anyway, she's 17 years old, thinking that she have no dad or her mom doesn't know who her dad is, when all along, Naomi knew exactly who her dad was. So, Eric is in his feelings about it. He like, man, why you ain't tell me? I got a daughter. And so then now Butter Pecan is feeling some kind of way too. So she and Naomi talked, and she's like, you know what, I'm sorry that he happened to both of us. Like, we shouldn't be falling out over him. And, Naomi's like, well, I'm sorry, which Naomi don't owe her no apology. It's just that she kept it a secret because she was going with him first before he met Butter Pecan and brought her to the group. So now Butter Pecan know all the real tea about that. She like, so basically, I've been a side chick the whole while. I've never been just your only girl, because she didn't know. The whole time she thought she had a relationship with Eric. He was really into Naomi, and now she's finding out, oh, okay, so you only wasn't with Naomi because she wouldn't commit to you. So I'm glad she know that. Bring her off her high horse a little bit. She can humble herself. So that was their story, and that was pretty much how that unfolded. So that was pretty much all the excitement on Queens tonight. Of course, I'm ready for the next episode. I'm pretty sure, now that Jeff is passed and his funeral is out the way and all that, they're gonna get right back into the music and them performing. I think they're going to be performing at the AMAs next week. So this is going to be pretty interesting, So anyway, that was it. Let me know how you feel about the show. If you've been following it, do you like it? I've heard mixed reviews. Some people are like, eh. Some people are like, yeah, it's pretty good. Some people are like, no. I'm like, I think maybe last episode 3 or whatever, I kind of felt like, oh man, I really felt something for it. But I'm still kind of like on the fence with it. I am. But nevertheless, it's good talent in the series. So I can just go ahead and watch it play out, recap it, give it to you guys. Let me know how you feel about it, okay? So go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe, It's free. It don't, for real, like it doesn't cost you anything, y'all. Go ahead and subscribe. Most importantly, though, let me go ahead and I want you to like it. I want you, if you watch it, especially to this far, like it for me, okay? And make a comment. Holla at your girl, okay? Put in the comments something like Queens. Just type Queens in the comment to let me know that you made it this far, all right? Again, I'm your girl Q here at Blessed to Be a Blessing. Go ahead, bless somebody. Don't forget, you reap what you sow, so you better sow some good. I love y'all. God bless.